We're just leaving Streaky Bay, heading over towards Smoky, but we'll be back here in a couple of days when the weather's really nice to hopefully retrieve our cray pot. It was a bit of a disaster yesterday.
One of our favourite haunts, Smoky Bay. And of course we'll have to stop and see if we can get some oysters for Kev.
First stop at the oyster sheds.
Yep.
We have one particular oyster grower that we always try and buy from. They just seem to have the absolute best of the oysters in Smoky Bay.
Yeah. It is open.
It is open. Hopefully
Yay.
they're there.
Hope so.
It seems that every time we come to Smoky Bay, this business has grown. But it's no wonder with the amount of work and effort that they put into it.
We'll have to come back and see Linton and Joseph.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see them at least once or twice while we're here. But this cold room's all new. All this is all new from when we were here 12 months ago. They were only just starting to build this thing.
Yeah.
So he's coming ahead in leaps and bounds. Can't beat these oysters. They are, like, look at them. They are gorgeous. Oh, happy, happy. I don't know what it is about this place. Whether it's the oysters, the fishing, everything. The caravan park, it just makes you feel like you're at home. Well, we're keen to get set up and get the boat ready and get it in the water in the morning. There's our main oyster man. That's Linton. Going out in his boat with a couple of guys with him. We're heading out for a fish. It's fairly early in the morning. It's only just cracked 7 o'clock. Bit of a time difference down here because the sun hasn't long been up. But we're going to go for a run out past all the oyster leases and hopefully get stuck into the fish.
Oh, they're slippery.
Oh, they're very slippery. It's one thing that you don't realise. They're not like the whiting we get at home. Yeah, he's got his tail sticking out, so that's our You Beauty Good measurer. He's coming home for dinner.
What have we got, about 5 in there now?
Yeah, I think 5.
Cool.
There we go. We've bagged out on the King George today. That's 20 good sized whiting. So we've got plenty in the esky. They're all pretty good sizes. A couple that are only just legal, but most of them are 32s. Got a couple of 36s. And so far, we've got a heap of squid. We've got,
how many is there?
I think 9 or 10 squid. And they're all good sized squid too. So the only sad part, I only got one of these fellas. Only got one of him so far. But we got the pots in. He's not a bad crab either. But we've got the pots in, we're going to check them and probably get a few more squid on the way home. Turned out to be a pretty good day.
Certainly did.
Getting stuck into a squid. We've got a good arrangement with my mate Ted up north. We keep all the heads for him, and he uses them for fishing for like coral trout and nannygai and that sort of stuff. And usually if we can give him a nice amount when we go up there, we go out fishing with him, and we always come back with a good feed of fish. But in the meantime, we get to eat the tubes, and that's my favourite part. Love the squid. We've had a pretty good session on the squid and the whiting this morning. We've got our 20 whiting, and I think we've got about 20 squid as well. So we've got a new scaler bag. We're going to give it a go. We'll just put 10 in at a time, throw them behind the boat, and it takes all the scales and the slime off. Makes it really easy. That way, when we go to fillet them, I leave the skin on to cook them with the skin on as well. I'll just put 10 in the bag. 3, 4. Oh, you got one. 2 more. 9. Oh, they're just as slippery when they're dead as what they are when they're alive. That's a scaler bag inside another scaler bag, so we don't lose any. We have done that before when we had a nice amount of whiting and throw them behind the boat, and when we pulled the bag in, we were a couple of whiting short. They'd come out the holes in the scaler bag. So now we've just got to get it up to reasonable speed and get it sort of spinning in the wake. Bruise them. That should have taken all the scales off.
And the slime.
And the slime, yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, that's better. Not a scale on anything there. That's perfect.
Oh, well.
That just makes it really easy just to knock the fillets off, bone them out, and whack them in the freezer.
Put them lot in with that lot.
Yep. We'll be eating well tonight. Oh, I tried to get out. Look at that.
Well, there's 20 there.
That's brilliant, eh? Like there is not a scale left on that thing.
Cool.
Alright. So we're doing an early morning run down to Streaky Bay to try and rescue our cray pot. We've picked today, it's Thursday, the least amount of wind and a very low tide. So hopefully we'll be able to go and get a rope around our pot and pull it out of the snags. So it's only just after sun up now. We should be down there nice and early before there's any chance of any wind.
Well, we just put the boat in. We're going to head out and try and see if we can get this cray pot off the rocks. Oh
Wow.
my God.
That was worth the trip.
Oh,
Those couple of big waves out there. I know you'll see the ocean as well. That was a bit scary.
I was very scared.
But have a look at those, the swell over there. So we just had to come through that.
Oh, we'll go back that way.
If we can get around there.
Well, that's the way we went the other day.
Oh, I am so happy. Oh, that is so good. Like $200. It's not worth risking your life for, but when things work out alright, it's good. Alright, so that was a very successful rescue mission. All we got to do is put the boat back on the roof. Chris is just tying the seats down. I've got to just rip the motor off and use the boat loader and put the boat back up on the roof. But the main thing is we got the Cray pot back. It was a fair effort to do it, but anyway, we got it. So we probably won't be using this now at Smoky Bay, the Cray pot, but we'll work out our next holiday where we can use it. There we go.
Beautiful.
Can't go anywhere. Alright, now all we got to do is get the boat on, which is floating
It's
away.
floating away.
That could have been nasty. You would have had to go swimming.
No, I was going to say you could have practiced your swimming, not me.
Balance where it does tend to drop down a bit hard. Onto it, let it come down gently. Line it up with the aerial. That's it. Done.
Perfect. All right.
Take a little drive in and have a look at Paloobi Beach.
That's one of the islands there. I think that's Eva Island.
Yeah.
And that point right out the
You can
furthest
see the
bit of
point
land.
way out there.
Yeah. That furthest bit of land is where we just were.
Yes.
Right out past that point to get the Cray pot. It's a long way out. Just take a bit of a video. Oh, you got it going?
Oh, look at all the people camped down here. Wow. It is beautiful.
Oh, it is. past an oyster boat, that's why there's a few waves here. But we're going to head out right up past, well, where you can see on the horizon, the last bit of land up there, that's past all the oyster leases, and hopefully we'll get stuck into some whiting up there. So we're catching some good whiting out here, but in between we're seeing squid coming up to the boat, and we've caught 4 of them, just dropping a jig over the side. So I'm going to do it the lazy way, float and a squid jig. That way I can keep fishing for whiting, and we'll just see if we get any squid off of this.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Oh,
double header.
2 whiting. Bottom one's good, don't know about the top one.
Top one will be too small, bottom one will be alright.
Good work. Oh, the other one's going.
Chaos.
Oh my gosh.
That top one's definitely too small. I'm not even going to measure him. He can go
Okay.
right back. This one, I reckon he's worth a measure.
Yep, I think so.
I reckon he'll be alright actually.
Yep.
He'll be right. He'll stick out just a little bit.
Yep.
Just the tail sticking out. So that's 30.5 centimetres. The legal size is 30. So that just gives us a little bit to play with. Much rather see him a little bit bigger than that, but anyway, still good. 32 maybe, yeah, 32, 33, maybe 34. This fella here, ooh, might be a little bit too.
Good job.
Another double header, that was good.
Well, 2 rods and you got 3 fish.
Dolphin right beside the boat. There's 2 of them right here. See if you can get in with the camera a bit better. You can float. They're just sitting right at the front of the boat.
Here they are. I think they're waiting for us to make a move so they can play.
Well, I'll wind my squid jig in and we can do that if you want. I'm just going to try and take a photo of them.
Okay. They're still here.
Alright, you ready? We'll give them a bit of a game.
Alright.
Chris is up the front. We've got a couple of dolphins here. They just wanted to play. They kept going in under the nose of the boat.
He's upside down.
They just love getting in the, must be a pressure wave under the front. That's cool, isn't it?
I love it.
That is really cool. Oh, no, another good squid.
Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah, nice
Don't
size.
let him get me, love.
Where'd I put my pliers? Here they are.
Oh, jeez.
That's it, he's done. He's a good size, eh?
He is a good size.
Correct, squeeze that one.
Hold it up a bit. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Tell me where the beak is. Here. Oh, he's sticky. That's the beak in there.
Hang on.
And that is sharp. It's like a parrot's beak. Anyway, that'll do.
Yeah. But these are the ones we like. The long ones are the candles. And that's the ones they shoot out and grab their stuff with. And they make the best bait. So we always keep them for ourselves as bait. These are good squid, that one.
You want again?
Yeah, I'm just casting out here on this edge of the weed. Oh, he's a good squid. Nice big one, I think. Feels pretty good. I'm only doing this because I'm waiting for my other lines to go off.
Oh, don't you let him get me.
He's a good, oh yeah, he's a ripper.
Oh! Sorry.
He's a nice squid, that one.
He is. I'll hold your rod. Oh, good job.
Yeah, got him.
Oh,
Geez, that's 3 I've got here just in the last 10 minutes.
yeah, that's pretty good.
So, we're going to do fish and chip night. Well, gorgeous place to be, Smoky Bay. And you don't get fresher than what we caught today. Caught a couple of thumper squid, big squid. What did we end up with? About 10 squid. 13 whiting, and bit of a bonus, I've got my last couple of Smoky Bay oysters that I'm going to deep fry. Now I did this with a mate of mine a few years ago and it was spectacular. I don't know if it was because the fact that it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, we had quite a few beers, but anyway, they were brilliant. So I'm going to do that again tonight. A little bit of squid that we caught today and some whiting. So it's all going in the deep fryer. Just a little single burner cooker. Works like a champion. Alright, just getting the oil hot. Going to do some fish and chips and some squid that we caught today. And this is the one that we use for the squid. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's salt and pepper mix. So easy, and you just dust your squid with it and then drop them in the deep fryer. But I have learned a little trick. If you turn your squid inside out and then do your pineappling, like your slices through them and cross it back the other way, if you do it on the inside of the tube, they curl up really, really nice and they look spectacular. Looks like something out of a restaurant. Makes it look a bit fancy, and they still taste good anyway. Oil's nearly hot enough. But I have made up a nice batter. This is my mate Darren's batter. Half self-raising flour, half plain flour, and okay, you ready for it? Half corn flour. No, you just got to add a good dash of corn flour. That was a dad joke. Half self-raising, half plain flour, and a little bit of corn flour. Mix it all up. Good dollop of beer. Make it nice and runny. chips are nearly ready. They do look a bit anemic because this is brand new oil. And I've got the batter ready. All fish pieces ready. Just drain them off a bit. I'll just do 3 for this time. Even the fish looks a little bit anemic, doesn't it? Because the oil is so clean. A little bit of corn flour that's mixed in with the flour makes it really crispy. Righto, I reckon these are near on done. They still do look a bit anemic. But it's only because the white, the oil itself is so clean. Look at that. Anyway, I'll do these last couple of bits, then I'll throw the squid in. I'm looking forward to that. Fresh squid. And I reckon, look, the proper word is dispatch, but we kill the squid when we bring it in. We don't leave them sit there and suffer, so we knock them on the head. And I reckon it makes them better eaten because they're not stressed, they're just bang dead, and they don't get the chance to get tough. A couple of hours ago this was still swimming around. Probably had no idea how bad its day was going to get. Righto. That's all the squid, well that's that lot of squid done. I'll do these last few bits of squid and then my oysters. As they are, what's the best part? They are pretty special. A little bit of lemon juice and forget the knives and forks. Let's just have a pig out. But that squid is brilliant like that. And them oysters, deep fried. It's really wrong that anything should taste that good. They are brilliant.